Hi, I'm Jason Wietharn. I am the Field Service Practice Director here at Velosio. And today I wanted to talk to you, actually share with you some client stories. These are stories that, I think are pretty cool. They're doing some unique things in their own industries, but in collaboration with these clients, we're really seeing some growth opportunities for them and some real success stories. And so I just want to share a little bit about some of those stories, and hopefully that resonates with you a little bit. The first one is AtriCure. AtriCure is a global manufacturer in medical device. They're doing some pretty cool things there. And for them, when we started engaging, they really wanted to kind of think about what does service mean to them. And they quickly understood that, hey, listen, service is going to mean something probably a little different for the US market versus the overseas market. So once we had that kind of idea and that North Star, we started to take a look at, almost like what do you want to be when you grow up kind of model. And from there, we made the next decision that, hey, listen, as part of this kind of rollout, we really want to shift from a cost center to a profit center. So in doing that, right, we really kind of took a look at where they were operationally from a maturity perspective. And we started to take a look at the different technologies that could help play into being a game changer for them. So obviously Microsoft Dynamics Field Service, right? But then we also deployed what we call is a industry KPI dashboard. This is a real-time dashboard so that they could see how they were running their business, right? And it provided them levers that they could say, hey, listen, if we change this or do that in our operation, what does that mean financially for them? Something kind of that we've brought to the industry as a first, right? Kind of like that real-time, how are we going to be profitable? So from there, right, taking a look at that, we wanted to see how we could also streamline, the user experience through some Power Apps. We took a look at what we could do from an automation perspective. I think we're starting to hear more and more that kind of phrase, hyper automation. So how do we take those things and really streamline that? At the end of the day, it was after 3 months of after go live, they went from looking at their customer satisfaction scores, and it increased by 23%, right? And when you think about automation and really giving their team the ability to focus things that matter the most, because now they're not doing all this manual work, they can focus on their clients. They saw a 41% increase in their service revenue. So these people were able to focus on what was matter. They focused their mind shift on going from a cost to profit center. And now they're really set up to continue to drive not only through acquisitions, but through organic growth. And they're really set up for the future. The next customer story I want to share with you is an older customer of ours, but close to the heart, right? Midwest Industrial Supply. I would describe these folks as like the eco warriors within their industry. They're pretty cool at what they're doing and how they're doing the things with their particular customers. For them, they had a little bit different and unique challenge to what's going on. They really kind of saw and understood their North Star and what they needed to do for their clients, and they were in some ways pretty mature around their processes. But right, they didn't really have that 360-degree view of what was going on with their customers. And with their existing processes and tools in place, their user adoption across the board was pretty low, right? So for us, it was really about how can we deploy a solution that completely reimagines that stakeholder, that end user experience, right? Whether you're a service manager, a dispatcher, a field tech, how can we make it so easy and seamless for you to do your job and at the same time provide an exceptional client experience? So through that process, right, we were able to help them not only slash their operational costs by 31%, but they saw an increase from 43 to a whopping 99% in terms of user adoption. So significantly different. And when you've got that user adoption, you know deep down inside, these people are completely focused on your customers. The last customer story I want to share is about National Power. These guys, I swear, I kind of think of them as the armed forces, right? To me, they're armed to the tilt with some of these cutting edge technologies around power generators, backup batteries, commercial HVAC type of services, etc. They kind of do a little bit of everything. And if you start looking at their customer base, they got just a diverse set of clients and needs around that space and how to service them, right? And for them, everything was about how to move fast. And one of the things that we did unique in collaboration with National Power was not to do a traditional waterfall kind of project approach, but to do a Scrum Agile approach where we're deploying new capabilities, enhancements every 2 weeks for these guys. When we think about their diverse client base, it was really important to align the capabilities that really help them to be agile. So things like Internet of Things, right? AI-driven scheduling, SLA management, right? And again, I'm going to bring that term back, hyper-automation. Where can we drive automation? What are the processes? What are the communications? What are the things that we can just take away so that folks can really do the things that matter the most with their clients, right? So those were the things that we kind of focused around. And, through that, we were able to do a couple things there, right? And what they saw from an ROI was probably a little over 6 months time period, but they saw their customer stat scores and retention, which by the way was actually going on the downside before we got involved. Now in a 15% surge going up the right direction, right? Now they're turning around their invoicing much quicker. So, you think about today's economy, cash is king. And, anytime that you can have that time to invoice shortened, and we did that through hyper automation, going from 3 weeks to down to less than 1 week, now their cash flow is up, right? And as a result, again, it's about focusing on how do I engage with my customers, and if I'm doing it the right way, they see revenue go up, and that is going up by 17% for them. So here's 3 stories that I just wanted to share with you really quickly that, and it's pretty cool. It's almost like, something that you get to grow up with all this time, and you get to see how, in this case, the maturity goes up, how they are able to take this technology and really the advice and the guidance around what we're trying to provide for them to be successful and really run with it. And now all 3 of them are they're not in a recession. They're opposite of that. They are growing and flourishing, and kudos to them. So, hey, listen, I think when it comes to, Velosio and field service, one of the things that we bring to the table is we have hired people like you who have run operations. So with that expertise, we'd love to be able to sit down and have a chat with you. Hope you enjoyed a few of the client stories, and look forward to future conversations. Thank you.